A man caught on camera slapping an election observer in Nyeri has been arrested and released on police bond. Madira MP Rigathi Gachagua has, however, distanced himself from the actions of James Wanjohi, who was in his company, as the two accused the observer of campaigning for the Maendeleo Chapchap candidate in the Rogoro by-election that happened 2 days ago. Now, the lady in question is Martha Miano, and we have her on phone live from Nyeri County. Martha, I trust you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much, Martha. Briefly, tell us, 2 days since this incident happened, has the perpetrator or someone from the MP's office called you to apologize or to get more details?
Nobody has called so far. And the people who, the assaulters were arrested yesterday and released on bail. Currently, they cannot be found right now. That is information I've been given, and they are believed to have ran away. I've recorded a statement today in the morning.
Okay.
And, the DCIO has promised he is working day and night to make sure they are brought to book.
Okay, so you've received some assurances that they will be brought to book, but
Yes. The DCIO, Madeira West, is very cooperative, and he has given me the assistance, and he has assured me that they will be brought to book.
Okay, in 30 seconds or less, if you can just summarize for us what happened that day. You have been accused of campaigning for a candidate while you were supposed to be an observer. Just respond to that.
That is not true, Wahiga. I was an observer that day, and I was just going around, the polling centers. I was told, I was informed that there was an incident of voter bribery at Ndodoile, the polling center. I went there and only to find that the lady who is alleged to have taken a part in voter bribery had been taken to Kiambariga police station. When I followed the police station, I found Madera member of parliament there. He was trying to bail the lady out, and he started, when he saw me, he got so angry and said that some of us who are not from Ruguru Road should be forcibly evicted. In fact, on the video, he is quoted telling one judge to have us possibly evicted.
Okay. So in terms of way forward, what are you hoping to see in terms of justice?
I am going to proceed with the case. And but personally, I'm not doing it mostly because of me as Martha.
Okay.
I'm doing it for everyone else and every other woman who has gone through the gender violence, and for that other woman who is in the village who has no one to talk, who has no one to defend her.
And briefly, is this the first time an incident like this has happened in that county around election matters, or have you heard of incidents like this before?
They have happened before, but they are washed under the carpet.
Okay.
Yes, this one has gone public because of the video that was taken and because the media was there to cover immediately.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's Martha Miano, Madera, Nyeri County, and she's a blogger, but she has shot to fame recently because a man caught on camera slapping her. That footage went viral. Joining me in studio to talk a little bit about what her organization is doing to help Martha is Jemima Aluda, who's a board member of FIDA. Jemima, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
You've heard what she has to say, your thoughts?
Indeed, I've heard. I looked at the video and I was surprised that a woman can be walking to a police station to report electoral malpractices and such an incident occurs. You know, you are slapped in the glaring of all men looking at you, the forces looking at you, and now it goes to the media everywhere, the social media. It's quite antagonizing for women to view such kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've issued quite a comprehensive statement here, almost 2 pages, but just summarize this for us. What is FIDA doing to help this lady?
Of course, FIDA protects women. FIDA speaks against violence against women. And so FIDA are ready to stand with the Miano to ensure that justice is done. As we've written in our statement, we are calling upon the investigative agencies and, of course, prosecutorial agencies to take action. And we are glad because we've seen the man was already arrested. It's quite that the police were able now to arrest him after, of course, the video went viral. And the DPP also directing the IG and the DCI to take action against against the perpetrator, so that to ensure that justice is done.
In terms of the fact that the person who did this and the men and the people around that person were unafraid.
Yes.
It was in public. It's almost as if do what you can. We don't care. Does that concern you? Is that a prevailing attitude in the country when you do your reports and so forth? Of
course, when you do our reports and even what the lady has said, Miano has said that it's not the first time that this incident has happened. All the time it goes under the carpet. Indeed, during elections, and that's what we at FIDA have always been fighting for, that women are protected, that we shun violence against women. And so it's something that has been happening, not only just in the Madira constituency, but across the country. During electoral period, just men become wild and they don't care. All they just look at is power. I think they get this power gets into their head. And they don't care about the rights of women. They look at women as people who cannot fight for themselves, who are very fragile. And you are just slapped. All these men are looking at you, and law enforcement officers are looking at you inside a police station. And what is worrying is that this incident happens and the guy is not arrested immediately. He's arrested after an outcry. After
an outcry, that's when
an outcry from women.
And this happened in a police station.
And this happens in a polling station, in a police station.
Police station, rather.
Yes, where a woman has come to report of an electoral malpractice. So it's quite, it puts off women in terms of political mileage, that if you are going into anything political, this is what you're going to experience. And so even as we are fighting for the third gender rule, we are fighting for a reason. You can see that you can imagine this was just an observer. So you can imagine if this person was maybe vying and such kind of a competitor,
and proving to be quite a threat. Yes.
Exactly, and you are a threat to an opponent who is a man, and other men gang up against you as a woman. You get so frightened you can't even go for rallies freely, because you know that such an incident can happen.
In cases like this, is the law really helpful, or do you as FIDA feel that more could be done?
Of course, I think
of legal avenues, yes.
We think we have legal avenues. We have the Penal Code. We have the Election Offences Act. We have all these are in paper. But as FIDA, we are still saying that this is not enough. This is not enough, and I think the entire country and the entire world has seen that just having them on paper is not enough.
It's not
so
enough.
As FIDA, we still advocate that women should be given more protection. You saw that last year the IEBC were given security agencies, they were given security, all the officers. And this is what we're also advocating for women, to be given more security. We're advocating for women to be protected more against such kind of violence. And in case the violence happens, then action should be taken immediately.
Immediately. It doesn't require an uproar from the public, outcry.
Yeah. And what I can say, imagine this is a wife to somebody. This is a mother. This is a sister. This is an auntie to somebody. Is a friend to somebody. And this is happening. Everybody is looking at you and watching you, and nobody is coming to your aid until another woman who is a security officer gets hold of you when you are just about to fall. You can imagine what women are feeling now.
Thank you so much. That's Jemima Luda, FIDA board member, for coming just to share those very honest thoughts with us. We also had a chance to speak to Martha Miano, the lady in question.